My people. Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Happy Heritage Day if you're from South Africa, and if you're not, then the 24th of September is Heritage Day. On this channel we'll be talking about true crime happening in South Africa and all over the world. Now today we'll be talking about no other than the Houdini man, or rather the Houdini-like man. That is no other than Ananias Mathe. Before we get to that though, we'll be sipping on some fleeing fishes and we'll be snacking on some Doritos. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to this channel, like it and share, and welcome to the family. Now, Ananias Mathe was born in 1967 in the village of Shikumbani in the Shai region of Mozambique. And he was very well known to be an armed robber, a serial killer, and a robber. Not much has been said about his upbringing, but I feel that somewhere, somehow, his upbringing played a role in the kind of person that he had grown to become as an adult. He was a part of a cross-border syndicate around Limpopo, in the Pafui region of the Limpopo region, that used to operate crimes. They used to rob, and he would murder people. His home, prison of course, was the A6 ward in the C Maximum High Prison in Pretoria. And this ward, my people, is for the hardened criminals. It is for the bosses of the crimes, like Abu Kapadia, Bona, you name it. So Mr. Mathe was said to be a very small man. He was very small in body, of course, and it was alleged that he broke out of prison. Now this is all happening in 2005. This is now 2005, and he allegedly escaped prison by smearing his body with Vaseline. I don't know where from, but in South Africa, petroleum jelly is regarded as Vaseline. Any petroleum jelly, everybody calls it Vaseline. So Mr. Mathe smeared his body with Vaseline and broke out of a 20 centimeter by 60 centimeter window, which is relatively small, and poof, he was out of prison. He was a free man. A 20 centimeter by 60 centimeter window. A free man. But these speculations were proven to be false because it was alleged that Mr. Mathe had paid a bribe of 80,000 rands to some prison warders to secure his release, of course. It was also said that immediately that the money was handed over, the warders unlocked his handcuffs, unlocked his foot ties, and he walked out a free man. Just like that. A hardened criminal, a rapist, an armed robber, a what? A murderer. Free. Because of a what? A money. And remember, my people, this is still in 2005. So now you can imagine the level of corruption at that period to get to this point. You scale it. Ugba. Yay. 80,000 rands was a lot of money at that time. It was really a lot of money. So you can imagine how much the story was followed on every platform. especially in the news. Hello, what Ananias Mathe? So you can imagine, my people, how stressful this was. It was on everybody's lips. Everybody was talking about it. Ananias Mathe gone from prison. See maximum. It was honestly just a shock. And it makes one question. If a hardened criminal can escape that easily from a C maximum prison, how? Then what about the smaller nyana criminals? Like, what about them? They can escape anything as long as you have money. I mean, this man is a man who policemen have labeled as the ultimate crime career man, you know, so. And he escaped prison on the 18th of November from the C maximum prison in Pretoria. I think everybody's familiar with that one. It is one of the most popular maximum prisons within South Africa. And eventually, a total of 8 prison warders were arrested for, or in relations rather, to Ananias Mathe's release. And to top it all off, my people, Mr. Mathe was also a polygamist. Our certified rapist was a polygamist. A polygamist of a what? Two wives. And it was said that the 2 women were informed of his release because Mathe's men had come to the village in the Shai region of Mozambique to inform them that their husband would be released and there would have to be an 80,000 rand bribe that would be paid. 3 days after his escape, they were informed again that the husband will climb a bus. The bus will come to Mozambique to enter and he will hide in the village. But that could not happen because there was lockdown. All borders were locked. So Mr. Mathe could not enter into the what? Their home. You understood that, my people? And my people, I'm not talking about lockdown of a 2021. I am talking about a lockdown of a what? Of a borders. Because 2021, we've got COVID. 2005, there was no COVID. There was no COVID at all. Now this, my people, was not Mr. Mathe's first bribe attempt. A 15,000 rand bribe. His members had come, you know, with the money to come bail their boss out. And he was in a high security cell. And what? He got out again. He got out. Now, it was said that his gang members had paid a bribe of 15,000 rands in order to secure Mr. Mathe's release. And to this day, I did not get much information about it, but the case is still pending. Even after his death, like, there's not much information on him breaking out of Johannesburg Central. There's really not much information about it. Now, after Johannesburg Central, Mr. Mathe was on a roll. He was ukapati. A 9-month reign of terror. Broke into people's houses, rapey, all the shenanigans he was in. In one attack, he allegedly shot a woman as he entered into the house. As he entered into the woman's house, as in, when he wanted to break into her house, The man shot the woman, no? He shot her. In one instance, he allegedly poisoned the 2 dogs of the family, broke into the house, and he tried to rape the little girls. One of the girls was 17 at the time, and she could still recall how he smiled. We're gonna drink to that. The girl, she said she still recalls how he smiled. The smell of stale sweat. Hands on her thighs. If not that her younger sister had started kicking and they were able to escape, they too would have been victims of this man's gruesome, outrageous behavior. This was one of the stories that actually, should I say, touched me? Because how can a man with 2 wives, and obviously they have children, have the effrontery to break into a house and attempt to rape younger girls? It baffles me. Now, my people, Mr. Mathe's last escape. It prompted a nationwide manhunt. A manhunt which was the topic of everybody's discussion. You know, the works, the news, local news, publications, everybody was talking about it. Mr. Mathe, he did what? He was in the affluent Johannesburg, innit? And Mr. Mathe hijacked. It's in his blood. It's in his veins. Oh, the late Mr. Mathe. It was in his veins. He hijacked a person. As he hijacked a person, he goes with the car on his goings. He did not know that the cars, it had a tracker. A satellite tracker which was able to help or assist policemen rather in knowing his exact location. This chase led to Mr. Mathe being shot 3 times in his leg and in his bum. He was shot in his bum. The Houdini-like man was eventually found guilty on 67 of his 71 charges of rape, attempted murder, armed robbery, and theft. Mr. Mathe was sentenced to 54 years imprisonment with a suspended sentence of 43 years. 43 years. But the painful part, he died. Mr. Ananias Mathe. He died. Mr. Mathe unfortunately died on December 27th, 2016 at the King Edward VIII Hospital. And the cause of death was urinary retention and constipation. And my people, that is it. Do you think Mr. Mathe had issues in his upbringing which later affected the kind of person that he became as an adult? Comment down below your thoughts. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Till next time.